morning, everyone, and thanks for joining the call this morning. It's been such a fun, informative, engaging week with our smart kids. Your enthusiasm keeps us excited and always looking forward. So, just a quick recap on what we've learned so far. On Monday, studied or we delved into understanding money, where Uncle Samuel took us through a journey which I believe by now we have broader and better knowledge of what understanding of money is. Tuesday, Uncle T took us through the journey of magic savings. And yesterday, Mr. Budget took it to another level where he told us or he spoke to us about the beauty of budgeting our income. We are thrilled really to have over 150 attendees join this call, making the journey even more inspiring. A big thank you to our parents and you all for staying committed, to the call. Just a quick reminder. Once a question is asked or once responses or reaction are needed, we implore you to put up your hands and we randomly pick people to respond to questions or comments, right? But don't worry, if you're not picked, your smart ideas can still be shared in the chat box. And if you have questions, kindly use the Q&A box. Every child here is smart and your presence alone makes you a winner. We trust that the knowledge gained from these sessions will help you manage your money better. It will help you save wisely, invest smartly, and grow into financially confident individuals. To kickstart off today's session, I have with me Ojonemi Okene, who will be taking us through a very crucial topic. I implore you to get your notepad and your pen ready as she takes us through planting your money tree. Ojonemi, over to you.
Okay, good morning, everybody. All right, so since we have our good mornings out of the way, let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, can you all confirm if you can see my screen? All right, all right, lovely. So, like Miss Linda rightly said, today I'm talking about planting your money tree. So you guys all know that you've understood money, you've been itching to know how to grow your money. So this way, you've been itching to know how to grow your money. So this way, I'm going to take you on a journey on how to plant your money tree. All right, so who can tell me if they have ever planted something before? If you have ever grown a plant, a tree, can you tell me if in the chat box, just write yes, just type yes in the chat box if you have ever planted a tree before. Do I have responses? All right, fantastic. So what I'll be teaching you today, it's not something that is going to be too new. I'll try to use something that you all can understand. Moving on, we're going to what is a money tree. So first of all, let me tell you, when I say a money tree, I don't typically mean that I'm planting a tree that is going to produce money as its fruits. When I say a money tree, I mean it's a symbol for financial growth. It's just my fun way of saying and explaining how money grows when you save and invest wisely over time. Do we all understand? So like every tree, when you take care of it, when you give it time, when you give patience, when you take good decisions, it grows to bear good fruit. So now, quickly, I want someone to tell me the parts of a tree. Signify by raising your hands. Just tell me parts of a tree, the different parts of a tree.
Okay, Audrey Uwabia, can you unmute and speak?
Audrey, are you with us?
Audrey Uwabia.
Hello,
Oh,
Audrey.
sorry, Andre.
Okay, Andre. Sorry about that. Hello, Andre. Andre, can you hear me?
He has not been unmuted to speak. Can you unmute me? Okay, go ahead and speak.
Parts of a tree include the stem, the leaves, and the roots.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Andre. Any other person? One more person. One more person. Tell me the different parts of a tree that you know.
Olga Namure. I hope I got that correctly. Olga, can you unmute and speak?
The different parts of a tree, the roots, the stem, and the flower and the leaves.
Thank you so much, Olga. Okay, so I need one more person to tell me the functions of these different parts that they've mentioned, that Olga and Audrey mentioned. Who can do that quickly?
I can see Adeolu Olashore. Can you unmute and speak? Adeolu.
Adeolu, are you with us? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Hi, Adeolu. So can you tell me the functions of the different parts of the tree?
The root gets water from the soil.
Okay.
The leaves make the food for the plants.
Okay.
And the stem holds the leaves on the plant.
Fantastic. Amazing. Thank you so much. So, just like a normal tree, our money tree also has different parts that plays different functions. So here I have my parts of a tree. I have my roots, I have my leaves, I have my stem, I have my branches, and I have my roots. So we're going to take each of these parts. So I'll tell you the functions of each and every one of them. Okay, so now for my roots, you know the root stays underground. You can't see a root except it's inside the soil. So the roots of a tree forms the foundation. I remember Uncle Sam taught you guys understanding money, right? And Uncle T also taught you guys about savings. So this is where all those teachings that Uncle T and Uncle Sam comes to play. So for your roots, when I say the roots of your money tree, your roots of a money tree forms your habits and your value. What did I say? It forms your habits and your value. So every time you decide to save, you decide to pick up those good habits of discipline, putting money in your savings account, putting money in your piggy vest account, it's deep. It simply means that you are growing a strong root. Moving to your leaves, the leaves of your plant, they are also essential. Adeolu mentioned that the leaves of a plant, they are very necessary for, what did he say? Necessary for producing the fruit of a plant. So same thing for our money tree. Our money tree also, we need it to produce fruit for the entire plant. So it forms the daily decisions you make every day concerning your money. So if today I decide, oh, I do not want to save, I do not want to buy ice cream, or I want to deprive myself of getting ice cream today, and I want to save that amount of money that I would have used to get ice cream into my account. It means I have produced a very good leaf that will swell up my plants. Every decision, every habit you do today swells up what your plants will be tomorrow. Then going on, we mentioned again that we have a stem. Our tree has a stem, right? Exactly. So now our stem is very crucial also. The stem forms your stability. Do you understand? Yesterday we heard from Mr. Budget, right? So Mr. Budget said a budget is a plan for our money. Am I communicated? Just type yes in the chat box. All right. So Mr. Budget said a budget is a plan for our money. So every time we decide and we make a plan and say, okay, this week I want to put money into this and this. This week I want to spend this and this. It means we are forming a strong stem that would fuel and hold up our tree. Then moving to the branches, your branches, they hold up your leaves and they hold up your fruits. It means our branches are opportunities, the different ways we can make money or grow our money. Then lastly, your fruit is the reward of all your investment. So the moment you save, you have saved and you reach that target, that goal you have set aside, it means you have gotten your fruits. So quickly now, we're getting to the very, very important and interesting part. Like every tree, there are some key things we need for each and every single one of them to grow. So I want someone to quickly tell me the major things you can use to grow your tree. If you have ever planted before, what are the necessary things you need for a plant to grow?
Okay, I can see Olga. Olga, your hand is up. Can you unmute and speak?
You need soil, water, and sunlight.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Olga. That is very amazing. All right. So now what I'm going to be doing right now is I'll be taking each and every one of these points one by one. Okay, let's move quickly. So now, this brings us to the seed. Without a plant, without a seed, can you grow a plant? No, right? Exactly. So, in our money tree, a seed represents our first money. What did I say? The seed represents our first money. So now, Can you all see my money? Can you all see this? Can you all see my money? Type yes in the chat box. Okay, fantastic. So now, this represents my seed. I have decided that I want to save 1,000 naira today. So your seed in your money journey is the first money you set aside for your savings or investments. Anytime you decide this is how much I want to save, it means you have committed to laying a seed. After you have brought your seed, if you put a seed on the ground, will it grow? Type yes or no in the chat box. Let me hear from you. If I put this seed on the ground, I don't put it in the soil, I don't put it anywhere, will it grow? Exactly. Fantastic. It will not. So it needs a soil. It needs a safe place for your plants to grow. That brings me back to this. So now, you guys can all see my money jar, right? Exactly. So now my money jar forms a safe place for my money to grow. And we have, like a plant, we have three types of soil, right? We have the sandy soil, the clay soil, and the loamy soil. So the same thing applies here. We also have three types of soil for your money tree. We have the piggy soil, which is your money jar. We have the bank soil, and we have the investment soil. So watch this. The moment I put this in my money jar, I've put my seed, I've placed it in my soil. You can see it has grown. The moment I put another 1,000 naira, I put another 1,000 naira, it has become 2,000. But does this money, if I leave this, what's it called? If I leave this money this way, table, is there any change? No, right? Exactly. So the piggy soil, I want to give you the differences between all the different types of it. The piggy soil, in as much as you put your money into your soil, you put another one, you take another one, it keeps adding up. But at the end of the day, it is only what you add inside here that you will get at the end of the day. If I have here 2,200. It didn't grow. It grew, but it did not grow so much. But for the bank soil, it's safer than your what's it called? Your piggy soil. It's safer than your piggy soil. You put money in your bank soil, it grows. And at the end of the day, the bank can decide, oh, because you are a very consistent saver, we'll decide to add 100 naira to tell you well done. For your investment soil, it grows much faster than your savings or your piggy soil. For this 2,200 that I have, your investment soil can decide, oh, since you have been a very, very consistent farmer, I would decide to add 500 naira for you to tell you Thank you for saving and well done. That brings us to watering your plant and sunlight. So, we all know a tree can't grow without you add money to your tree. If you have your tree, you have your soil. If you don't water your plant, your tree is not going to grow. Same thing for money. If you don't add money into your investments, if you don't keep adding money into your investment isn't going to grow. Do we all understand? All right. So now, water in our money tree concept means constant top up. Remember, our seed forms our first money, our first investment. Our soil forms where we keep our investment, and water now forms constantly adding money to your investment. So every time you do this and this and this, you keep adding to each of your various investments, it means you're watering your plants. So water is your constant top up. It's saving regularly and adding a little amount of money or more without stopping. So when I say sunlight in a money tree concept, sunlight means what I am doing now, teaching you about money. So every time you learn about money, every time someone tells you, okay, put money in this investment, let it grow, grow, add money into your savings, it means you are receiving sunlight for your money tree. Do we all understand? I think at this point, I want someone to quickly give me a recap of what I have said to be sure that we are all following.
All right, real quick, Frank Daniel, can you unmute your mic and speak? Frank Daniel.
Hi, Frank.
Hello.
Hi, Frank. How are you? So can you tell me a little bit of what I have said so far?
There are trees here.
Okay.
So each have their special things to do.
Yes.
So there are the savings jar,
Yes.
the
Your savings account.
yes, ma'am, exactly.
Yes. Yes, your saving account. And what? The last one it was what?
I can't actually see it.
Is your investment account.
Yes, ma'am, investment accounts.
Exactly. So what symbolizes your seed? What did I say a seed is? What did I say a seed is?
Abe, David, do you want to try? Unmute your mic and speak.
Abe, can you tell me what a seed is?
Well, a seed is the first money you deposit into your bank. That is the first amount of money. It can be any amount.
Okay, exactly. Does someone want to tell me what a soil is? Who's going to
Can
tell
I
me
try?
what you want to try?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me quickly, what's a soil?
Your money, like your bank, your piggy bank, your investment. That is the soil.
Exactly. Fantastic. Thank you so much. So your seed is your first money, like he rightly said, and your soil is where you keep this seed. Is a safe place for your seed to grow. So now, who is going to tell me what water and sunlight is before we move on to the next? Quickly, who is going to tell me what water and sunlight is?
Dolu Kazim, can you unmute your mic and speak?
Hello, Dolu. Can you tell me what?
Okay, so water is when you're consistently adding small money at a time, and then sunlight is when you're about to when you get sunlight is when you're learning about money and getting guidance from people who know better.
Thank you so much, Zolu. That is fantastic. Rightly said. Is there anyone else that wants to try? Anybody else that wants to try?
Annabelle Anosike.
Is there anybody that wants to add some? Okay, Annabelle.
Annabelle, can you unmute your mic and speak, please?
We keep writing into our investment sunlight means you are receiving sunlight into your investment.
I didn't get you, Annabelle. Can you recap?
We keep writing into our investment sunlight means you are receiving sunlight into your investment.
All right. Thank you so much, Annabelle. So now, since I can feel like you guys are all following, seed, the first money, your first investment, your soil, the place where you keep your money to grow, water, your constant top-ups, and sunlight, the knowledge you get learning about money. So now, we have talked about the three major things a plant needs to grow, apart from the seed and the, apart from the seed. So it needs your soil, your sunlight, and your water. There are also other things you can add to your seed or your plant to make it grow faster. We call them extra boost. And that brings us to our fertilizer. When I say fertilizer okay, before I even talk about fertilizer in the money term, can I get somebody that will tell me what a fertilizer does in a plant?
Fortress Aquaja. I hope I got that correctly. You can unmute your mic and speak. Fortress.
Oh. The thing that a fertilizer does in the plant is you put the fertilizer in the soil and it makes the plant grow even more and more.
Fantastic, Fortress. Thank you so much. One more person wants to add something to that.
Ephraim George Dosun. Can you unmute your mic and speak?
Yes, good morning. The fertilizer does the work of improving the growth and productiveness of the plants and its elements.
All right. Thank you so much, Dotun. That is well said. Okay, so the same thing applies to your money tree. Fertilizers are extra boosts. It doesn't mean that if you don't, it doesn't mean that if you don't apply fertilizer to your plant, your money won't grow. It would. But if you apply those fertilizers, it means it can grow faster and better, and it will give you much, much bigger fruits or investments. So now, since we have gotten that out of the way, there is one more step we have to take during our money tree planting. And that part is called weeding. Am I clear? Weeding. All right. So, in planting, I know we all know what weeding is, right? Can someone tell me what a weed is? Who's going to tell me what a weed is?
I have Wisdom's hand up. Wisdom Ibukwe. Can you unmute and speak? Wisdom. Wisdom. Okay.
All right, Wisdom. Can you tell me what a weed is?
Weed is a plant that grows anywhere. Like it grows in cracks of walls, gardens, and farm. And it is unwanted.
All right. Thank you so much, Wisdom. Amazing. One more person wants to try.
Amoha Ogochukwu. Can you unmute your mic and speak? Amoha.
A weed is an unwanted plant that grows in your garden.
Exactly. Thank you so much. That's fantastic. I have great and smart children with me. Okay, so like they rightly said, a weed is an unwanted plant. It's something that chokes up your plant and sucks out all the nutrients in your plant. So same thing applies to our money tree. There are certain things that weeds are certain things that represent bad habits and distraction that suck up all our money. So now let's go back to our money jar. So look at this. My money jar is here, and an example of a weed will be me taking out of my money jar and I am not putting back. Can someone tell me what happens when I keep taking money out of this jar without putting back? I just keep taking out of this money jar, out of my money tree, and I don't keep putting back into my money plants.
The Oyemas. Can you unmute your mic and speak? Oyemas, the Oyemas. Can you unmute your mic and speak? Okay.
Okay. So are you with us? All right. So tell me what happens when you remove money from your investments and you don't put back into it.
The Oyemas, are we ready?
Yemas, are you with me?
Okay, I think they're not here.
Since they're not.
Daniel Oyewusi, can you speak? Unmute your mic and respond, please.
Okay, so Daniel, can you tell me what happens when I remove from my savings jar and I do not put back into it?
You kind of lose the opportunity for future growth, planning for the future and potentially facing taxes or gains.
Fantastic. That's amazing. All right. So thank you so much. Just like Daniel rightly said, each time you keep to that habit of removing and taking out of your money jar, at the end of the day or at the end of the month, when you're looking at your savings jar, you will find out that it has completely reduced and there is nothing to show for it means that in the real sense, your plant is dying. So now, a very typical example of a money weed would be impulse buying. Every time you decide, oh, I feel like taking ice cream today. I have some money kept in my money jar. Let me just take this 500 naira today and buy. Tomorrow again, and you're like, but I have money now. You take another amount. The next day again, instead of it to say, okay, let me, top up, water my plants, you decide to take another amount. The more you keep taking, the more you feed the bad habits, the weeds. And at the end of the day, your plant dies. So you should always remember that one bad money habit can cancel all your good efforts. Just one singular act of always taking money out of your money jar can cancel all your efforts of saving a huge amount of money over time. So another example, you have debt, you have spending to fit in, maybe because of your friends. They decide to buy this new gaming pad, and you're like, oh, I also want to get it too. And you go to your money jar and break all the money in your piggy bank just because you want your friends to see, oh, I also have a gaming pad. That is a very, very, very bad habit, and we give that particular name today a money week. So now, moving to the harvest. Once you have taken care of your plants, you have grown your money, over time you even decide to grow another plant, you put more money into another investment, each of them are growing. A time will come when I top up and top up and top up, and my jar becomes full. At that time, it becomes harvest time. Harvest time simply means a time where you have achieved what you were saving for. You have achieved this sense of financial freedom to say, oh, even if I decide to take 1,000 naira out of my money jar, it does not really affect the whole money in itself. So that is what we classify as the harvest. So I want someone to quickly tell me something they would like to be saving for. If there's anything they would like to save for, if there's anything you want to save for a game pad, you want to save for a gadget, you want to save for anything at all, what would you like to save for so that we know how to plan and grow it effectively?
Okay, Badozi Enoch, I can see your hands up. Can you unmute your mic and speak? Can you unmute and speak? Okay. Okay. We can hear you. Can you speak up?
I want to save for new PS5.
PS5, wow. Do you know how much a PS5 costs now? Do you know how much it is?
Yes.
How much is it? Tell us.
Like 1 like 1.2 million.
1.2 million naira. Wow. So if I give you 1.2 million naira, it means that you are going to buy a PS5, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I need one more person.
Okay, Temidayo Onabolu. Can you unmute and speak? Temidayo Onabolu.
Temidayo, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Sorry, what's the question again?
Oh, what do you want? Is there something you want to save towards? Is there something you really, really want now or maybe somewhat later?
Kai. A hoverboard.
A hoverboard. Wow. Fantastic. Do you know how much a hoverboard is? Temidayo.
Like I'll say like 46,000 naira.
46,000 naira. Meaning that you can start saving from now, right? So if
Yes.
I tell you ways you can save and invest, save for your overboard, do you like that?
Yes.
All right, okay. Let's have one more person.
Okay, Jaden Osinowo. Can you unmute and speak? Jaden Osinowo.
Hi, Jaden.
Can you unmute your mic and speak? Jaden Osinowo.
Okay, I just came, so I don't really know much about this.
Okay. Jaden, I was asking, is there something you would like to save towards? Is there something you really like that you want to buy, that you want to save towards?
Yeah. I would like to buy a PS4.
PS4.
And save up later for a PS5.
Oh, wow. So you want to buy a PS4 and save up for a PS5. PS5. Wow, that's amazing. Okay. I think we have a lot of gamers. We have a lot of gamers. Okay, one more person. Just one more person. So who is going to tell us
Yes, so Abdulaziz Ashia. Can you unmute and speak? Abdulaziz.
Tobiloba, can you hear us?
Yes.
Sorry, you were asking a question earlier on.
Yes. I said I learned about saving money in life. That there will be some times for emergency that we'll need money on a very important time. And then my question is that part of using technology and tools, I don't really understand the visual charts. And my question of yesterday that was not answered yet in the terms that I asked that if there is a low income and we have important budgets and debt on one side, how are we going to complete both investing part of the money and saving part of the money?
Can you repeat the second part of your question, Toby, please? The second part.
The second part is that in terms of when there is, how can I settle both saving and investment in terms of debt and important budgets with a low income?
Okay. If I understand your question properly, with a low income, how do you save and how do you invest? And how do you avoid debt?
Is that your question?
That's your question.
Yes.
It's also a very good question. First of all, income is income, be it low or high. You must be able to manage it regardless. So if you are saying the income is low, you have to manage your resources according to your means. And it's very important to live within your resources. If you live outside your resources, you end up in debt. That's how to avoid debt in the first place. Manage your resources according to your means. And then the little resources, they are saying, okay, how do you invest part of it? How do you save some of it? I think the first point would be saving. You can only invest from what you save. You cannot, you invest from, they call it disposable income. Maybe later in life you understand what that means. So when you save, you take out of your savings, you can take maybe 50% of your savings and put it into investment, so that 50% you took out of your savings can generate even more money for you. So that's how you divide your income. I don't believe I've been able to answer your question, Toby. If you have any other question, you can please put it on the chat box. And then concerning the virtual charts, I will find a means to send you an example of what a virtual chart looks like and send it to you to understand more comprehensively what we are talking about there.
All right.
Next
Thank you,
question, please.
Uncle Tayo. Olga.
Next question, please. Contribution. What have we learned from Monday up until today?
Olga, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here. Money is a medium of exchange for goods and services. The evolution of money from barter system to commodities, from commodities to metallic, from fiat to digital and crypto. So crypto, I don't understand. People lose money every day. If
on crypto,
is it good for crypto? Is it good to save in crypto?
Yes, it's good to save in crypto. Crypto has become one of the leading assets now, financial assets globally. So yes, I can categorically tell you that it is good to invest in crypto if you have access to do that. Yes. You want to invest in crypto?
Olga, you want to invest in crypto? Uncle Tayo is asking you that.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good initiative. I like that. You can start at a very young age. That's good. Tell daddy, if you want to invest in crypto, you can tell daddy. Daddy will put you to.
Thank you, Uncle Tayo. Zania Dunia. Zania Dunia.
Questions, contributions. Please ask anything you've learned, or you want to ask anything from the lessons on Monday. The floor is open.
Damilola Ajayi.
Hi, Damilola. What have you learned thus far since Monday?
Good morning, sir. What
Morning,
I've learned thus far, we have learned about what money is. We have learned about the magic of saving money, and today we learned about budgeting. Let me quickly just explain quickly. Yesterday when we were talking about the magic of saving money, we talked about that. We saw 4 jars. The first jar with like quarter amount of coins, second jar with half, third jar with 3/4, and fourth jar with a full amount of coins. If you let's say that you have let's say like 500, you are given 500 every week, and you just save like 100 naira. In a year, the person will have 4,800 naira, and the person will be able to buy what he or she wants to buy. And if we are adding that with today's what we learned in today's class about budgeting, if the person now has a plan on how to like spend the money for what he has, the person will be able to manage the money more effectively and save more efficiently.
Thank you very much, Damilola. Thank you very much. It really shows you really delved into what we've been trying to instill into you guys. Thank you very much, Dami.
Eniola Ayodele.
Eniola, I listen to you. Hi, Eniola, are you there?
Yes, sir. So on Monday, we learned about money, types of money, how to get money, control of money, and power of money.
Great.
And on Tuesday, we learned about saving, the definition, reason, how to make it a habit, tips for maximizing saving, and benefits of saving. Well, today we learned about budget. definition of budget, the 3-jar money system, and so on.
Oh, that's great, Eniola. Eniola, can I ask you something? What did you learn from Tess and Dewey's story?
I learned that saving is very important, and that if we don't save, we will not have enough money to do the essential things, but we'll only be able to spend on our wants if we don't save.
Good. Thank you very much, Eniola. I love your response. Okay, guys. In conclusion, your journey to money starts now. Every naira counts, and good habits last a lifetime. Guys, budgeting is a vital life skill that fosters responsibility, independence, and a confident approach to financial well-being. Start with small goals, consistently apply the budgeting principles, and observe your money flourish. The habits formed now will provide a foundation for your financial future. Thank you for embarking on this important journey with us. I have been Mr. Budget. It's been a pleasure to talk to you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow for our next episode. Thank you very much. Bye for now, guys.
Thank you, Uncle Tayo, for taking us through budgeting. And then I believe you've learned a lot of things. You jotted some things down. Tomorrow is another time to continue this Kid Summer Camp program, which has been ongoing since on Monday. Tomorrow is another time for you to enjoy the program. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, guys.